back to the Diabetic Diet Show. Today's show is going to be about a pineapple slicer. I wanted to do a review on this. I bought it on Wish. I see Amazon has them as well. I looked at the different brands. They kind of all look the same. I'm not sure if they are. I'll have to read the reviews. I've ordered a pineapple. Hopefully the pineapple is ripe enough that I could do this. If I try it and it's a fail, that means the pineapple is probably not ripe enough. So let's just give it a try. Doesn't appear to be too much to it. You know, before I had this thing, what I would do is I would just go around the outside of the pineapple, kind of like a octagon or the pentagon, whichever it is. And I would clean off the outside. It was impossible to get rid of all the little pieces off the outside. And that was basically how I would clean it up. Now, supposedly, this fancy tool will do it. One thing I noticed is that here in my first cut, I didn't cut straight. To give this thing a fair try, let's go back and give this a little bit more of a square cut. That might make a difference. I'm not sure. So it has a handle which is removable to dump the load out. It's made out of a fairly heavy tin, and I'm not sure how you know when you're all the way down. It looks like this button. So it looks like on my pineapple I want to quit before the button, because if you don't go all the way down with it, then you can use this to make a drink. You can put your drink in here. So far, I'll tell you, it is cutting pretty well. I know my son is watching. He'll be happy I use proper grammar. I hope he didn't see the show the other day when I didn't use proper grammar. Now, this does feel like it is maybe not quite as ripe as it should be, which is really good. When you get your fruit, you don't want it to be ripe. You want it pretty much in the first stages so that you can have it and save it for a while. Now I'm having to push down quite a bit. I'm having to put some weight on this to get it to go down. I don't want it just to sit and spin and slip. I have another pineapple. I'll let that one sit for several days, maybe near a week, and then I'll try that one and see if it's any better, and I can report on that. But so far, I gotta tell you, I didn't pay much for this thing. I think they're advertised somewhere for $10 or less on the different websites. So they're not very expensive. It is a little bit of work to do this. Now, it looks like I'm down as far as I want, so I'm just going to kind of spin it around. And it comes right out. Just like that. Now, I went too far. So, next one I think I'll measure and do a little better job on the measuring, because just in case you want to use this to fill it up with pineapple salad or something like that, you have to go way lower than the button. Let's say at least 2 fingers below the button. But I will say the cutter is a complete success. Absolutely 100% definitely worth the money. And then you can unwind this if you want. It's in curls. So if you want to do the curls across a plate, you could do that. But most people, what they want to do is they want slices. So it said in the instructions to run your knife down here like this. And then you're supposed to get the pieces. let's see, do I have to cut both sides? Or do I just cut one? Okay. Well, and it says to take this top part off, so you just pop these two little buttons here. Very careful. The T-handle comes off. It's kind of making a mess on the cutting board, but all citrus will clean your cutting board, so that's a good thing. Now, it appears that you just turn it upside down, and it comes right off. Wow. Cleanup might be a little bit. I've got the tube full of pineapple. I think that's because I went so far. I noticed in the video of this, they stopped and they left the core in the center. So that may be something to think about. Don't go too far. So I'm just going to pull off these bottom pieces like this. And this piece here, I think I'm going to pitch these. And then the rest of this, I'm going to call this a success. I'm going to give this a thumbs up and say, you should get one of these things. I'll give one to Barb, see what she thinks. I love pineapple, especially on ham. I think there's some rule that if you make ham, you have to make pineapple. I think it's written somewhere in a book. I don't know. But this is really good. I'm glad I bought this. Don't know what else I could tell you. Definite success. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.